Okay, today we're going to look at splitting up the USB and actually inserting the USB drive to make sure that everything fits. So the first thing we're going to do is create an offset plane. So up here on Construct, we're going to click on that button there, click on the top, and I'm going to go down -4.5. Okay, so on that offset plane, I'm going to create a sketch. So I'm going to go Create Sketch up here, click on that offset plane. And then from here, I'm going to draw a rectangle, any size, as long as it's bigger than the USB is fine, like so. I'm going to turn that rectangle into a surface, and by doing that, I'm going to go up to Model up here, and I change over into the Patch workspace. Once I'm in Patch, I can click Create, turn my sketches back on without light bulb if they've gone missing, click on that rectangle, and hit OK. Now I can go from Patch back into Model. I'm going to do a Modify, and I'm going to do a Split Body. So the first thing I'm going to do is my body to split, which is my USB. And then I'm going to go Splitting Tool, click Select, and then click on that new flat plane that I've put in, and hit OK. And now what you'll be able to see is if I go over to my body section, click this arrow to bring the tree down, I can turn off this middle one. I've actually got two separate sections, so I can print it and actually put the USB in. So I'm going to name those. So this one's going to be called Bot, because it's the bottom, and this one's going to be called Top. And I can turn them on and off with the light bulb. So I'm going to turn the top off. Oh, that was around the wrong way. Change Bot to Top, and Top to Bot. Okay, so I'm going to turn the top off. Now, I'm going to cut the hole out for the USB to go into. So I can go Create Sketch, click on this top face, and then I'm going to rotate this round like so. The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a construction line in, just going straight up and down like so. I'm going to click on that, hit X to turn it into a construction line, and then I'm going to hit D for dimension. Click on the front, click on the construction line, pull it down. I need that one to be 1.7 millimeters in. Now I'm going to put a center construction line in. We're going to snap it here to this green center line. Actually, no, yeah, I'll do that. Put a center construction line in, like so. X, going to make sure that's a construction line for us. Now, I'm going to hit the R for a rectangle. Click on this line, sort of roughly in the right space. And I'm going to make a rectangle that is 33 millimeters wide and 14.1 high. Enter. Now, I need to center that rectangle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit D. I'm going to hit this bottom line, and then I'm going to hit on my construction center line. I'm going to click out here, and then I'm going to type in 14.1/2. And that's going to put it in the center there for us. So I'm going to go Stop Sketch. I'm going to hit the E for Extrude. I'm going to select my rectangle. I'll just come around to the side so I can grab it, that guy there. And I'm going to go -3. Cut that out like so. So that's the hole where the actual USB is going to fit in, and now I just need to create a hole for the actual USB to poke out the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to draw in another rectangle. So I'm going to go Sketch. I'm going to jump back onto this face here. I'm going to bring it round again, like so. And then I'm going to just hit R to create a rectangle. I'm just going to draw a rough rectangle like that. Okay, and the important dimensions I need to get right are, I'm going to dimension this edge to this line here, push it out and click, and that one needs to be 1 millimeter. And then I'm going to go this one to here, and that's going to be 1 millimeter as well. And then I need to bring that down. I need to do an extrusion that comes down 2.5 millimeters. So I'm going to go stop sketch. And I'm going to go extrude. Click all these surfaces. I'm going to go negative 2.5. Like so. And that's actually cut out my hole for my USB. Now, I've done it on the bottom, but I also want to do that on the top as well. There's my bottom piece, so that it cuts it out of both. Now, because we're using parametric modeling, I can actually go back and do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is, now that I've got both these turned on, I'm going to click on this last one that we did here. So I'm going to go down to my timeline down here, double click on this extrusion. And instead of going one direction, I'm going to go two sides. And down at side 2, I'm going to put in 2.5. Negative 2.5. Okay? I've got negative 2.5, negative 2.5, hit OK. And the reason that hasn't worked is because I've got, under objects, I need to go down to objects to cut, and I need to click on top as well. Hit OK. I'm going to do the same down on my timeline here, this extrusion here. For the big rectangle, I'm going to click on that again. I'm going to go direction. I'm going to change that to two sides. I'm going to do this distance down here, negative 3. And then I'm going to go objects to cut, and then I'm going to hit top, and then I'm going to hit OK. And that's created the cavern, or the rebate for the USB to sit in. So I can take off the top again. And now what I'm going to do is actually bring my USB in. So I'll add you guys to this shared folder, but I've got one called Year 9 USB Parts. Save this one there. I'll call it blank USB drive. Okay, so you'll see it here. I'm going to right click when it lets me. I'm going to right click and go insert into current design. Yep, that's fine. Hit proceed. And it's actually brought it in. Not quite in the right spot though. So what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is actually just drag this up. So I'm going to click on this arrow here. Pull it up like so. And then I'm just first going to measure the difference between this face and this face. So it's 1.96 millimeters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a joint. I'm going to click on this bottom edge here in the middle. And then I'm going to click on turn the sketches off. I'm going to click on this bottom one in the middle there as well. And then I just need to bring it up 0.96. So I can drag this one up here. That's 1 mil. I'm going to type in here 0.96. And hit enter. Oh, sorry, 1.96. So I'm going to double click back on a joint here. And this offset X, I'm going to change that to 1.96. Looks a bit higher than that. I'm just going to remeasure that. I'm just going to pull this up, hit IF. Let me just undo that one for you. Let's go back here. Okay, inspect. Oh, so it should be 1.96 plus, turn sketches off, plus the distance from there to there, 0.5. So it'll be 2.46. So let's try it again. We're going to go joint. That one there. That one there. And then on my X offset, I'm going to go 2.46. Enter. Then I put my top back on. And that should be my complete USB drive. I'm not sure why that's gone green just there, but I'll try and fix that file up for you before you import. And there you go. There is your USB drive.